Hello and welcome to what's in this week's Oban Times with me, Fiona Scott.
Me, Kathie Griffiths.
Me, Ellis Butcher.
So, wow, what another big week it's been in Oban. Everything's opening up again. Do we feel like it's getting back to normal at all yet?
It felt lovely. I've been in a couple of times and yeah, there's definitely a buzz starting, isn't there? And lots of new faces and people sort of hovering around. So that's great. We've been waiting for it a long time, haven't we? So, Let's get those tills ringing in those shops. Come and spend your money.
And
local visitor.
For the most, it has been good, but there has been little downsides. I think, Ellis, you've been writing this week.
Yeah, on Monday night, I took part in a meeting of Oban Community Council. And once again, as it has been, I think for really about 6 months, the issue of campervans parking at Ganavan Sands was discussed. The new rollback in the restrictions has seen quite a lot of campervans heading there. And I'm pretty sure that the majority of them are actually, very respectful. But as always, there's always one or two. So there was quite a big discussion, and the community council is getting really quite fed up and even distressed, I would say, about the perceived lack of action from Argyll and Butte Council. There is talk that there might be a barrier. There is talk that there might be new signage, but it doesn't go anywhere near enough for some of the residents that live there. And I think it'd be very easy to go along to Ganavan on a lovely day, see everybody enjoy themselves, which I did on Sunday, and sort of think it's like that all the time. But I think the issue is of people staying there overnight and a little bit of antisocial behaviour creeping in. So it doesn't look like it's going to be sorted out anytime soon. But that's something to look out for in this week's paper.
Yeah, I think that's an issue that's just going to keep rolling for a while, sadly, but hopefully it'll get sorted. We could actually do with some divine intervention there, Kathie. You could maybe help us out with that.
Well, I can't, but I probably know a couple of men who could. So yeah, this week I've been chatting to two folks. One is the new bishop, or he's going to be the new bishop of Argyll and the Isles. So that's Keith Riglin, who is coming all the way from London. So he's at King's College in London at the moment, and also at a church in Soho. There you go, a little bit of a change between Soho and Oban, but there you go. He sounds such a nice chap, and he's really excited about coming up here. He's also been a Doctor Who fan since he was 5. He's into contemporary dance. He can't wait to go to the Oban Phoenix Cinema when that opens. He's going to really get himself straight in there in the community, and said he can't wait for people to become a familiar sight around town and for people to know him as the man in purple. So there you go. He's going to have his special service when he officially takes up the role on Sunday at the cathedral. Obviously, there's going to be social distancing and that kind of thing going on, but it will be live streamed. So he's going to be a great addition to Oban. And then we're also waving goodbye this week to the Rev James Beaton, who's been at the Oban Free Church for more than 30 years. This would have been his 31st year. So people have spoken so highly of him, such a committed, faithful, loyal man. And he will always have a place in people's hearts here. He's off to Skye with his lovely wife, Jennifer, to retire. But he's leaving 3 of his daughters, grown-up daughters, behind here in Oban. They're still going to be here. There's one in Glasgow. So he's going to be no stranger to the town. He's going to keep coming back. So some nice little chats with them in this week's Oban Times.
Oh, good stuff. Well, I've been on the sports pages this week again, and I've also got somebody that's standing down from their current post, but is not going anywhere. This is Oban Lawn Rugby Football Club coach Andrew Johnston. He's standing down from his role at the club, but this is so that he can concentrate on his job as regional development officer for Argyll and Butte Rugby. He's been in that post for the past 18 months, but he's been on furlough. So he's keen to resume his duties, and there's going to be a lot to do. So he really wants to concentrate on that now. So you can read all about Andrew and what he's going to be doing in the sports section of this week's OT. So that's all we've got time for this week. To read all our stories, you can pick up a copy of the OT from supermarkets, essential local stores and petrol stations. We're all still trying to stay safe at the moment, even though we're out and about. So why not subscribe online and get access to all our stories as well as the page-turning digital edition. You can get in touch with us at www.obantimes.co.uk. Here at the Oban Times, we're always happy to hear from you, so stay in touch, tell us your stories and share your photos. You can contact us by calling 01631 568 000. You can also message us on Facebook. So for this week, it's goodbye from me, Fiona Scott.
Bye from me, Kathie Griffiths.
And goodbye from Ellis Butcher. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.